Hello everybody, this is the Last Raider. We are back with another video. And today you're going to see the Twitterati, the SJW leftists on the internet, admit that they are the minority and prove it. You're going to see proof of this nonsense and proof that the other side admits that they are the minority on this nonsense. And in the admission that Hollywood is actually not making entertainment to make money. They're making propaganda to brainwash Americans. And this comes from the Oscars themselves. This comes from Kathleen Kennedy's own mouth. Now, here's the thing. I can't show the video because I have shown videos on Twitter, on YouTube before. I will show a video if I believe I can get away with it, and this is one of those videos where I'm pretty sure I will get a copyright strike for it if I show the video. So if you want to go watch it, just hop on there, type, and they've got, it's up here. It's Kathleen Kennedy 2021 Scientific and Technical Awards. Now, in the video, Kathleen Kennedy makes the claim that she is on the side of women, that she's doing everything she can to put women out there and give women the support they need to get to be exalted within Hollywood. It's the same bullshit you hear from white knighting, neck-bearded, fedora-wearing male feminists. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she's a male. She sounds like an incel that has never gotten a lick of pussy in his entire life. It's pathetic. But what's interesting here is the response, because if those of y'all know, I've been covering the Gina Carano situation where she's been fired, and you have there in Gina Carano was a strong woman who's physically capable of hurting a man. She's one of the few women that have been specifically trained to fight, who can do a lot of damage. When she fights on screen, it is realistic. Who has been fired because of comments she made, and mind you, benign comments on Twitter. And the Twitterati got her fired. Not only was she fired, but she was fired over social media in the most cowardly way possible by Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy is not leading the company. Kathleen Kennedy is just some dumb chick who doesn't really know what she's taught, who's been put into an area where definitely you need a man. Okay? She is the bitch you've sent to go do a man's job. She's failing at it. Spectacularly so. But what you have going on here in these two pictures is an admission that really she doesn't have an audience at Star Wars. That there is not a group of people out there supporting it. There is not a massive chunk of money there. And since what I would call the destruction, the sabotage of The Mandalorian through her own spite, because her crap didn't make it, but The Mandalorian was getting somewhere, she decided to, go in there and go with the Twitter mob, get rid of Gina Carano, and anything she could do to hamper the Mandalorian we've seen. She has tried to fuck with The Mandalorian constantly. Well, here it comes right now. Going on with this nonsense. Look up here. I want to direct your attention very carefully. See if I can do this without... Goddamn Twitter. Okay. This is your like to dislike ratio. You have 94 likes and 9.1 thousand dislikes. More people hate this video. More people hate Kathleen Kennedy, period, than anything else. She has pissed off a good chunk of the country. Alright? At least a good chunk of the Star Wars fan base. And the Gina Carano situation, like I said, it got national. They were talking about it on Fox News. That's how you get to Fox News, takes notice of it and thinks they can make money off of your misery. Yeah, you've pretty much hit you've hit national attention at this point. I guarantee there's no one in a home in America probably that doesn't know who Gina Carano is, and probably ain't looking up her videos or movies. So anyway, we're doing this screenshot was taken at 35,000 895 views. Remember that, because we're going to go 10,000 views into the future, and you're going to see something crazy. But right down here, you have heel versus babyface, the top comment with 66 replies, talking about Kathleen Kennedy. Hypocrite that stands for nothing. Hashtag we love Gina Carano. Now, before I continue on, let me make this abundantly. Let me do this. Heel versus Babyface is a very good channel. If y'all want some other type of content, I would suggest you go to Heel versus Babyface. The guy kind of has... I'm not saying he's as funny as Chris Farley, but the man has the energy of Chris Farley when he does... He has a Chris Farley-like energy. So if you've ever liked Beverly Hills Ninja or something like that, that ballistic energy coming off of a fat man that makes you freak out, he may have a heart attack. Heel versus Babyface is kind of the British version of Chris Farley in terms of energy. He's a very energetic, very entertaining dude. Okay? Go check him out. But anyway, he is the top comment, 66 replies. Mind you, he's got 2.5 thousand likes, whereas this video can't even get 94 likes. After 35,000 views. Now here's the fun part. This is where I say, they know everything about this. This whole, you know what, Star Wars going woke is great. It's all a facade. This whole, we're going to make it more female-centric is a facade. The whole Force is female is a facade. It is all fake. In just 10,000 new views, the comments have been turned off, and the like to dislike ratio has been disabled. You can't see how angry, how disapproving the Star Wars fan base is. They have to shut this down. Why? Why shut it down? Wouldn't they want to know all this stuff? No, they already know this stuff. Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, Disney, they know that they are not, they know that they are making content for the minority. The thing is, they want the rest of the country to think like them. The idea is very simple, and it's kind of sinister. It comes back from the Hitler era of thinking. I know some people are saying, oh, he's going to talk about Nazis. Well, to an extent. Hitler at one point in time said, if you tell a lie often enough, eventually people will consider it the truth. And if there's no other, and also I think there's another part of it to where if there's no truth to counter it, then your truth becomes the truth. They don't want people to see the facade that they're putting up. It's like, what is it? Don't look at the man, ignore the man behind the curtain. I am the real Wizard of Oz. We are the real Star Wars. Do not look at our dislike to like ratios. Do not look at these comments down here from actual fans. We know what the fans want. No, you don't. You don't know it. And the system is failing. The cracks are forming. And they are desperately trying to keep everything, they're trying to keep this little house of cards up there. And it's not working. Their little straw house has been lit on fire and they don't have water to put it out with because they can't afford it. And people are seeing everything burn away and they're seeing just how ugly and disgusting their ideology is. They're seeing how hypocritical Kathleen Kennedy is. It takes some unmitigated gall to go out there. Thank you, Scalagram. It takes some unmitigated gall to go out there, fire Gina Carano over the internet, over social media. That's how she finds out she needs to clean her desk. Don't go talk to her directly, and then step out there and say you respect women. Back in the 90s, we had this saying, when it comes to respect, it's all or nothing. You either give everybody the same level of respect, or you don't give any respect at all. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't understand this. She has been in a world where some man, has been taking care of crap for her, and she has been the gopher. And for some reason, they put her in fucking charge of everything. I don't know how that happened. But she clearly is incapable of doing the job that is demanding of her. To the point where she is pissing off the fans and she is pushing an agenda. She's being told that I can't remember who it was. Someone put out a comic book. Not a comic book, a comic. where it had Troy. And the Trojans were the niche fandom. Then they had a Trojan horse, which was all the fans, all fan promises, like the fan increase and profit increase. And inside of it, you got these little gremlins. One's going feminism, critical race theory, hatred of fan bases. And it's all a Trojan horse. They come into these companies, these SJWs do, saying, oh, if you do this, you'll get so many more fans. You'll get all the women involved. Let me tell you something. Porn has attempted this at one point in time. And they said the only thing they really could do was just see what people were watching. They were told to do the same thing and said they really couldn't hammer down what women liked better. Because as it turns out, just like men in pornography, women have different preferences. Different women like different things. Some women want to have gentle love made to them. Some women want to be tied to a chair and whipped. It's consensual. I don't understand it, but I mean, hey, it's what they want. And you really can't create a female-centric type of porn. They've already discovered this. Now, they'll put up a thing on the internet, on like Pornhub or something. They put up a thing that says, oh, female-centric porn. Reality, it's basically the same thing that men like to look at. The difference is they're just putting female on it. It's kind of like pink branding stuff. Like Gillette gives out a razor for women. It's basically a male's razor. It's just pink on it, and they charge a little bit more money. Same concept here. This is the type of facade that's going on. At the end of the day, with all their nonsense that they're putting out there, they are not going for the actual fans. And in doing so, they're trying to go for what they think are better fans. They want a more approved fan base. And at the end of the day, what's happening is they are destroying themselves. Because by trying to cater to a different fan base, they're insulting the women that are in their current fan base. They're destroying themselves, and they don't see it. And they think that if they just push on, eventually everybody's minds will just click to the propaganda that they're putting out. And then everyone, they'll just love the propaganda because, oh my God, now they all think just like Kathleen Kennedy. And that's not how it works. People are independent, and they think on their own. That's why I would tell some people right now, the direction Gina Carano is going by making her own movie, now is the time to get your ideas out there. Now is the time to start your projects. Now's the time to start your comics. Now's the time to get your cartoons ready. You need to, and I'm not saying go out there and do it all yourself. You don't have to really do that. Just get your shit together right now. Have your portfolio and your idea ready, because someone like Ben Shapiro, those companies, as they're seeing success in media, they're going to want to expand. Companies like Daily Wire are going to want to expand into other areas. If you ain't got the money right now to animate your own show, give it time and pitch the idea to people like Ben Shapiro and them. They may pick it up. These morons are going in there and they are creating a drought. Okay? They are creating a drought in entertainment. And the moment that people in a fandom pick up on something, just anything that is remotely like the niche that they had, but it gives them everything they want, that's that thirst that just quenches it completely, they're going to go straight for it. They're going to be like rabid dogs who have been starved, going after a piece of raw meat. These fans will kill each other to get to it. You're looking at making huge amounts of money and getting your name out there and put on something. And now's the time to do it, because these morons have destroyed the entertainment industry so badly that right now any average Joe could go in there and become the next Martin Scorsese if he wants to. That's how badly they've screwed up our entertainment industry. And right now, this censorship is their way of trying to keep the facade going. They do not want you to see the difference. They don't want you to see the actual disgust that people have for this. They want you, as a fan, to be isolated and not know what's actually going on. They don't want you to find out other people. That's how I got into making my channel. I was out there, seeing what happened with comic books, and I was like, man, this is just disgusting. And then I saw Richard Myers shows up, and he talks about this crap. Yellow Flash showed up and started talking about it. And then I saw all the comments of people who were in agreement that, yeah, comic books are going out of style right now. They keep pushing this weird stuff. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm not the only guy that's gotten out of comics because of the politics. This is kind of refreshing. There's actual people out there that are standing up to this nonsense. And you don't know. I mean, you'd be the first person to stand up against it. But this crap coming from these people, they have to keep the facade going. They have to keep everybody individually isolated as a fan to make them think, the way that my disagreements must be only mine. They're not. Let me tell you something. They're not your own disagreements. 9.1 thousand people disapproved of Kathleen Kennedy's message and called her a hypocrite. There's a lot more people out there. Don't listen to that vocal minority on Twitter. There's look, they can only muster about 94 likes before they finally censored it. You're talking 94 people versus the thousands, probably millions of Star Wars fans out there that want to go back to something similar to either the prequel or the original trilogy. All right? I would say this: don't pitch your ideas to Hollywood because they're gonna squander them or try to change them. Try to find a way to get your idea out there in its purest form. It'll end up making the most money. But don't listen to the wokerati on there. Don't listen to wokeism or these weird Twitter Nazis that are out there saying, "Oh, we disapprove of this. This is horrible." Fuck the censorship. Be obscene. I don't care. All right, make a cartoon with a chick who runs around in a thong most of the time, saving the world. That's what we need more of. Anyway, folks, I am the Last Raider. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.